Hello everybody, welcome to Next Stop Thailand. So you can see right now we are at the famous Jim Thompson house. The Jim Thompson house is actually a museum that was created by an American businessman and architect who built his house actually in the center of the city since I think 1959. And it houses a collection of his, I think, favorite artworks, and the whole development itself is an amazing, I think, feat of Thai architecture. So I don't really know what to expect. I know we're gonna have lunch here, so let's sort of go inside and check it out, follow the tour, and see what they can show us. So as you can see, there's a lot of foreigners, Americans, Europeans, and a lot of people really want to come and see this place. And I guess, Mr. Jim Thompson really loved this country to build such a grand house. The whole house is in about a land of about 1,600 square meter, or one rai. It's a huge plot of land right in the center of the city. There's just tons of sort of houses all in the compound. And there's amazing plants, and tropical Thai plants. Anyways, we're waiting for a tour in order to go inside the houses and see what's inside. You actually need to go with a tour group, so they will take you inside the house to show you around. But let me just sort of check out this corner. What's here? It's like a jungle in here. It's beautiful, and all these plants, very indigenous tropical plants. It's very dense. It's nice and cool actually too. And for lunch, we're actually gonna have this traditional Thai dish that they normally serve in the summer, called khao cha. So it's actually a Thai cuisine, which various condiments are eaten in rice, which is in sort of a scented water and ice. Sort of a dish created to cool you down during the hot summer months of March and April. So anyways, guys, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. We're just gonna wait for the tour and see what they have to show us around. Hey, let the tour begin. She doesn't look too friendly.
The tour just half an hour. By take 35 minutes each. We need to walk outside. We need to walk outside just 5 minutes and then come back to see the main house. We cannot bring the bags to the tour, leave them here. Phone okay, phone as well. Because inside cannot take photos. Bag purses, camera, locker, please. By yourself anywhere.
Oh well, guys, no photo inside, so I don't know. I'll tell you how it is, but I'll film the khao cha meal cuisine instead. And talk about the most unfriendliest tour leader. Really strict around here. So apparently you can't take any photos or videos inside the house, but all around the outside, it's okay to take videos. So. Oh, let's see what they have on the outside.
To protect you and the antique minutes from the accident. You have time until 7 o'clock. This is interesting. Long time. Ticket 1 day pass. You can go to the department store outside, come back here before 7, take more pictures by yourself when the tour finished now for safety. Or you can take tour again, don't need to pay more. The ticket 1 day pass. For 1 day.
C'est peut-être l'heure, hein, c'est peut-être du français.
1 day pass. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you can cover everything in about 30 minutes. I mean, the tour inside the house is about 30 minutes. Now we're just walking around the house. Oh, it's really cool though. I mean, imagine in the 1960s, 1950s, living here is like living like a king.
The wooden block printing. Jim Thompson used it to print sarong before. How to use the you paint colors here. For the cotton cover to get the color, use the roller, roll the cotton. The smaller pieces, example, this one can be removed to add different colors. Interesting. I mentioned to Jim Thompson. So who is he? After this speech, in 3 minutes, still traffic. We will see the whole of James Harrison Wilson Thompson, his name. He's born in US, studied architecture at Princeton, and worked as an architect in New York City until 1940. Joined the US Army and traveled to Asia. That's this way.
Questo come servirà per stampare i tessuti.
Well, that's not the most in-depth information about Mr. Jim Thompson. I think she only said about 10% of what you can actually find in Wikipedia, so. Oh, this is cool. Back then, this is where probably had his beer barbecues.
So what was Jim Thompson doing from 1940 to 1944?
In the old day, most families lived in houses along river or near enclosed by boat. Here was the entrance on the canal. The boathouse is behind the picture. That's the boat landing. Across the canal over there is the Bangkok Muslim community, famous for.
So she said that this is actually was the main entrance and exit of the house. And Mr. Jim Thompson normally usually preferred traveling by the river canal, the river system that you see behind the wall here. Let's go down and check it out. I get yelled at if I come over here. But yeah, you see that this little door was used to sort of go out and entry into the the boat taxi systems where they had in the olden days. And I guess I won't be able to take any videos or photos inside the house, but overall around the house, you can see it's pretty interesting itself. And I guess if you guys want to come, the outside is interesting. I'm sure the inside is pretty cool as well.
thanks for the colorful suit and began to order from him for their fashion and stage design. Following the movie The King and I, in which hundreds of meters of Jim Thompson silk were featured, he became famous. Upon his return to Bangkok, he started now famous Jim Thompson Thai Silk Company. Then started his house in 1958 and complete 1959. He loved to collect the antiques. Now we see together after this take of shoes and come back to this.
Yeah, so guys, we're gonna go inside. So, well, it's a pity I can't take any pictures and videos for you guys inside the house. I'm sure there's a lot of photos from searching Google, but I mean it is an interesting place for you to come and see for yourself, see the culture, see the design, like, see the tradition about the whole silk making, silkworms, art collections of Mr. Jim Thompson. Anyways, we'll be back with the Thai cuisine. So, anyways, we just finished the tour, but I just wanted to show you this is the sort of the spiritual, I guess like a spiritual mini temple that every Thai house needs to have within their land. So it's sort of here to protect the house and the land from bad spirits. And normally, every day or people would sort of pray and give thanks to the spiritual temple house here before they leave the house. So it's very detailed. I can get a better zoom inside. These are the little mini figurines. But anyway, so let's sort of go check out our lunch and eat the what we call the khao chat, the traditional summer Thai cuisine. We're in luck, guys. We're just right in time for the halftime show. Traditional Thai dancing. The restaurant. So in the museum itself, there's the Jim Thompson bar and restaurant that you can eat this. It's called khao chat. So it's only offered during the hot summer months of March, April. We're in April right now. It's a really nice meal to cool down. So we're gonna take you guys to go see the real version of this, but and it's supposed to be a really famous dish here. So let's go inside, and as for a recommendation, you do need to make a reservation for the tables before you come into the restaurant. Where am I? So this way, because the tables will get full, especially if you come on a Saturday or Sunday. So here we are. Where is the waitress? น่าจะมีจองค่ะเดี๋ยวรอภรรยาแป๊บนึงที่ดารัตน์นะครับคุณมดที่ดารัตน์3 ที่อะฮะ
เป็นชื่ออื่นไหมคะ
So outdoors area with the fish pond. Anyways, I'm starving. Let's eat. Sky, you hungry? Sky, you hungry? So this is something that I definitely recommend everyone try once if they're ever in Thailand, Bangkok. One of the most refreshing drinks ever. Simply, it's just a watermelon shake. But in this hot weather, nothing's more refreshing than a nice blended, iced watermelon shake. Yeah, it's nice and cold. Alright, the next best thing next to a cold beer. I mean, it is what it is. So, watermelon shake will do. Icy cold. So this is the first dish that we ordered. It's spicy pomelo salad. So you guys don't know what pomelo is. It's actually a type of orange, but it's actually really big orange. And you can hear the pulp. The pulp is actually extremely big and big enough to sort of be separated and make into salad. So the salad, it's quite spicy and sour. It's very mixed with lemon, fish sauce, and quite savory yet sweet and sour from the pomelo. So you see the shrimp. There's garlic, dried shrimps. It's a very tasty and also light and very healthy choice of salad. Very, very nutritious as well because the pomelo itself is high in vitamins and nutrients. Very delicious and very highly recommended. I'm gonna try some of this later. Yeah, that looks good, huh? So again, spicy pomelo salad. Wow, so here we are. Here it is, the famous khao chat that we have been waiting for. And look at this. These plates, these silverware, it's almost just like royalty. It's definitely all brass, and the fork, spoon, very nicely well presented. Definitely stimulates the taste buds once you just dive in. So let's see what we have. I'll show you individual condiments bit by bit. So here we have vegetables, cucumber. You've got cucumber, you've got mango, and a very creative design-ish thing. And this here is one of the main condiments. Actually, it's a big chili that's stuffed in minced pork and spiced up, and almost fried. This one here is actually fried egg. It's wrapped in fried egg, pretty much like a fried omelet. Very crispy, crunchy, almost like similar to like a tempura, but inside it's chili and it's stuffed in minced pork. We also have here, this is, I think it's sweet fish. So it's a type of fish that's been sort of minced and sweetened and made into the sticky sort of composition here. We've got some vegetables. This is actually shrimp paste. Actually, shrimp paste has been rolled into a ball and deep fried with flour, a light flour coating. So all this is actually made to be eaten very easily. So sort of one bite of this and one bite of the rice. This is pork. So why is it called khao cha? So these are the condiments, but then the main highlight is the rice. So the rice here, you can see, it's actually rice mixed with ice. So ice is, definitely will cool down the rice, and then when you eat it, it'll be very nice and refreshing in the hot weather. And what you do is you put, this is actually not drinking water, but it's scented water, jasmine. You see the jasmine flower.
อันนี้ดีไหม
Jasmine scented water. So you pour the jasmine scented water into the rice, and that will give not only a nice cool temperature from the ice, also a nice cool set flavoring to the rice as you eat it. So what you do is you don't put the condiments into the rice. You don't do that. You eat the condiments separately, and then you take a spoon of the nice cold rice. So that's basically. And on the side we have some mango and sticky rice for dessert. Yes, on mango and sticky rice. But that's about it. This is the famous khao chai cuisine. Only served on special months of the summer season in Thailand here at the Jim Thompson house. Definitely will be great. It's definitely to be good. So I recommend that you come check out. See the museum. Also come to the restaurant. And those of you who aren't into this type of cuisine, there's actually definitely a lot of different stuff on the menu, both I think Thai and Western food. So I mean, you can have your normal pad Thai if you want as well. Anyways, I'm gonna go off and enjoy the meal, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so guys, you're just back in the car after visiting the Jim Thompson House Museum and checking out the restaurant with the magnificent khao chai meal. And I don't know, I think to be fair, I should separate the sort of the ratings into, I think, because the ratings of the Jim Thompson House, which is the museum, versus the restaurant, I mean, it's a completely different experience. Starting out with the house first. I mean, honestly, you guys really didn't miss much. I mean, is there like a magnificent, interesting stuff to see inside? Sure, there are. If you're really into in-depth, artifacts of not like worldwide artifacts, but artifacts that specifically Mr. Jim Thompson collected. If you're interested in that, then I guess maybe suggest going to see and going inside the house, because I mean, everything in there is what sort of he collected. And there are some, interesting artifacts, pieces, and paintings and stuff like that. But not the most interesting thing. I mean, it's something that I think you really have to be focused, and it's something that you really have to sort of want to go see. I mean, I think all around the area of the house is a beautiful house, beautiful compound, a lot of trees and plants, and I think landscaping that really captures the whole essence of the Thai culture. I think Mr. Jim Thompson really captured the whole environment of it. But I mean, as an overall, is it stunning? Is it, if you had a choice between the Jim Thompson house and maybe the Emerald Temple, maybe go see the Emerald Temple instead. It's probably more grand. So overall, from that, I would give the Jim Thompson house, for me, overall rating maybe a 5 out of 10. It is something that if you did have more exciting plans in Bangkok, I'd suggest going seeing that. But if not, then have some extra time, go visit it. You'll see, I think, what the craze is all about. But I mean, nothing to be too overly excited about. Now, the restaurant itself, the restaurant is really cool. The restaurant is absolutely tasty, and the restaurant has a lot of very authentic, traditional Thai cuisines that you would definitely get the taste of Thailand. So that's why I want to give the rating of the restaurant completely different. And during the sort of the spring season, March, April, you can enjoy the cuisine called khao chai, which is sort of the rice, which is as you saw, rice in the scented water with ice and everything. A very traditional cuisine during the hot months in Thailand, so that traditional people, olden days people believe that it will cool you down, cool your system. So with that, the cuisine, and it has other sort of types of menus, other sort of traditional Thai food like pad Thai and stuff. Really nice, really tasty food. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. So I mean, overall, there you go. I mean, the rating, you could sort of go there and see a bit of the house and then head over to the restaurant. I think that would be fine. Is it necessary to go on the tour of the house? You could if you wanted to, but if you wanted to skip it, that would be fine as well. So overall, that's the rating. And as always, I will leave the GPS link of the location in the description of the video. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. We have reached 200 subscribers and we're on our way to 500. So as always, please help push the like button and share, and we'll see you again at the next stop.